Is that a go?
Yeah, you can go ahead, Curtis. Sorry.
Okay, so we're going to bring the Winston-Salem College Advisory Board virtual meeting dated 4/20/2021 to order. Madam Secretary, Police Paulina Solis-Page, can you take the roll call, please?
Yes. Curtis Walker.
Present.
Cameron Allen.
Here.
Sophie Brown.
Here.
Bruce William III.
Present.
Myra Ramirez.
Here.
And then we have excused absences for Faith, Jadavian King, and Allie Morton.
All right, thank you. And so then we'll go to the next thing on the agenda. We will
Go ahead and do a vote on the excused absences.
And so we will vote on the excused absences, and you can take that vote now, Paulina.
Yes.
Somebody has to make a motion. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm speeding because I know we don't have a lot of time today. I'm sorry.
Okay. You can.
Someone submit the motion. I can't.
I make the motion to vote on the excused absences.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Curtis Walker.
Aye.
Cameron Allen.
Aye.
Sophie Brown.
Aye.
Bruce Williams III.
Aye.
Myra Ramirez.
Aye.
Any nays?
Any nays?
The ayes have it. And now we'll move to the approval of the February minutes, not the March minutes because we didn't have a quorum. Does everybody have the opportunity to review the February minutes? They probably were still linked to our previous meeting emails. Okay, Pauline, can you take the vote on the minutes, please?
Do we have to make a motion? I make a motion to approve the February minutes.
I second the motion.
Okay, Curtis Walker.
Aye.
Cameron Allen.
Aye.
Sophie Brown.
Aye.
Bruce Williams III.
Aye.
Myra Ramirez.
Aye.
Paulina Solis, aye. Any nay? Okay, thank you.
The ayes have it. And the minutes are approved. Okay, I read everything. So we'll move on to the committee meetings and report. And I know, Myra, you have to step off. I don't know what committee you were in, but if you had something to add to those reports that we can get your say in before you have to step off.
I don't think I have any really updates. I know I was doing the IRB for Salem. So we started that process and it still needs to be approved and do the training for it for my part. For that's it. I wanted to mention that we're going to have a change in on the board. So I don't know if that will affect it on the long term because we're going to have a different kind of head of department for institutional research. So I have to see if that is going to affect anything.
So Myra, is it already approved or it's still in the process?
It's still in the process.
Do you have any idea of how much longer the process will be for Salem?
No, but I can ask if it's gonna. And I have a bunch of changes.
I only ask this because when we do get to this part of the conversation in a little bit, I know Curtis had emailed out that maybe we should think about if it's something we need to continue to try to get done this semester with everybody starting to leave, or if we wait to do it first thing next semester. So
yes, it's a real good point, because if I do the training and then it has to be next semester, then the person that is going to take over won't do the training. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be, I'm going to decide.
When does Salem leave this semester?
So the last day of class is the 28th, which is Wednesday next week. And then we have exams and graduation is May 8th. So it's very soon. And I don't think we can have all the universities approved by then.
Okay, so if we do vote, I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but I'm just going to do it and Wanda can, we can re-vote another time if we need to. But if we were to vote, would you vote to change, to do it in the fall or?
I think it will be better. I vote for the fall just because if we try to rush it, I don't think we'll get the same turnout as like having more time. Because especially with exams, graduations, final projects, final presentations, I think we're crunching time. So I think it would be better to wait to the fall just because of that reason.
Okay. The only other thing I'm going to try to just, because once Myra leaves, we won't have a quorum to vote. So do you all feel that you need to meet again before everybody leaves, or are you all okay with this being the last meeting?
I think that being that we started the project, we need to at least get it into position that the next cab comes in can move forward instead of just kind of leaving it in limbo. So I think that we probably should, even if it's just a 15-minute meeting or if it's just the emails, but we need to do something to give them, to get a good handoff because as Myra is stating, I know that for Psych Tech's graduating on May 11th, and I know the last day of classes is actually next week. Grades will be turned in. So students are kind of checking out, so to speak. And so I think that we definitely need to prepare it. I don't see it being feasible to get the correct amount of student participation and to get all of the IRBs completed in time for us to get a really accurate assessment of what's going on, considering the nature of the problem. So I think that we need to meet, we need to consolidate it, and then be able to transfer it to the next group of CAB members.
Okay, so would somebody want to make a motion to have a beginning of the month of May meeting? I don't know if that's early enough, or if that's, I don't know. If you want to talk about that, like kind of when to look at, we can talk about the date later, but if you could at least maybe make a motion and propose that and try to get a vote on the table.
I'll make a motion to have another meeting after this one sometime next month.
I second the motion.
All right, can you take a vote on that? Paulina?
Curtis Walker,
Aye.
Cameron Allen,
Aye.
Sophie Brown,
Aye.
Bruce Williams III,
Aye.
Myra Ramirez,
Aye.
Paulina Solis, aye. Any nays? Okay.
All right, the ayes have it. So Ms. Chamber will table a date in lieu of that vote, and to be able to come back and kind of consolidate the plans for the next CAB.
Okay, and then if you want to start back where we were on the agenda, I think that kind of covers, if you want to wait and have a vote about the IRB on that meeting, or if you want to go ahead and do that now, you can. That's up to you all while we still have Myra. If there's any other discussion, I don't think we'll need any votes on the committee reports, so that's really the main vote that you'll need.
No, I think since, in fact, we'll go back to the committee report since we're dealing with this. What I can tell you is that for Psych Tech, I spoke directly to Alexis Edwards at IRB. So our survey will be approved. We just need a consent form from the NLC, and then we have to establish the protocol how we're going to disseminate to the students. So it's pretty much a done deal. So that's the only thing that's waiting for Psych Tech. And then since Myra left already. Oh, shoot. Dang it. All right, so let's just stay right there. Oh, Myra's still here. Oh, okay, the screen just switched to me. So let's just stay right there real quick before Myra leaves in a few minutes and just go around Cameron and then Bruce and just deal with that real quick. Hi, Miss Wanda, so good to have you. And just kind of touch base on that before, because I know Myra's getting ready to leave. So Cameron, you can go next.
Sophie, I don't know if you've heard any updates, but right now I think we're still waiting on the process. We, of course, put in our application, but, are still waiting for it to go through the channels, I guess, to hear back.
Yeah, I haven't heard any updates.
Okay, Bruce.
I haven't heard anything as well. Nothing at all. No correspondence. I can reach out to Graves or Dr. Mitchell to see, but I haven't heard anything.
And we've already got Myra's. But what I will tell you is that maybe this could help, benefit you guys in the IRB situation, because I know each institution is different. Whoever your point man or point person or point woman is, your direct contact, that's number one. What they wanted from us was they wanted the questions. The initial program that we received from Ms. Wanda that kind of detailed what the program was about. They needed that. And then the last part of it is that how are we going to deliver it? So those are the three things that were really important for the IRB at Forsyth Tech. So I don't know if that helps of kind of speeding up the process, but make sure they have those questions and make sure they have that initial assessment that we received, what the NOC is all about. And that kind of like triggered everybody to say, okay, we're going to do this. Ms. Wanda? No, I didn't know if you had anything to add to that. Okay, what about you, Ms. Jamie?
No, I mean, I think you all, the discussion as we started it earlier was kind of to see where each school was at. And then if you all need to kind of come up with a proposal and a motion on how you'd like to proceed with the survey.
Okay. I think the last point on the survey, I know that Cameron, we had a edited or amended a version. I don't know which version everyone presented. So I presented the second version to my campus. I know that we're good on the version. So just rechecking on the questions. Everybody's good on the questions. And then the other thing that before Myra gets off, this is one important thing is the time of the survey. Will it be running a week, 2 weeks? And so those are things that we definitely need to solidify before we transfer it off to the next cab.
And Curtis, I do believe you all had spoken previously about letting it run for 2 weeks.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because that's what I listed on my IRB form, 2 weeks.
Yeah, you all need to be consistent with what you list for sure.
Okay.
And sorry I'm tardy, everyone. I was coming from a doctor's appointment, so my apologies.
I hope you're well.
I am, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's see, we got a few more minutes before we lose Myra. So that was the NLC. So without that, I think that kind of covered the updates and the,
Curtis, you still need to vote while she's here. Someone needs to make a motion on the proposal of delaying the IRB to the fall. So you already voted to have another meeting to really like solidify all the details to pass on, but you need to make that motion to delay that because it was.
Hold on, the motion to delay the IRB?
Well, no, the survey. The survey for the fall, not the IRB. The survey.
Exactly.
yes, the IRBs are all in. So
I motion to delay it to the survey to the fall.
okay, so
I second the motion.
may take the vote. Paulina?
Yes. Curtis Walker,
Aye.
Sophie Brown,
Aye.
Myra Ramirez,
Aye.
Bruce Williams III,
Aye.
Cameron Allen,
Aye.
Paulina Solis, aye. Any nays? Okay.
Very well, the ayes have it. So the motion is approved that we will delay the survey until the next cab, and then the next cab will establish the date.
Excuse me, Curtis, have you all voted on who will present the CAP report?
Not yet.
Okay, before my.
Yeah. That would be the next thing. We're trying to.
One more thing, Myra, sorry.
We're working Myra right now. We're trying to get a lot of. I'm sorry. In fact, let's just go right to that, right, Ms. Wanda? Because we got like.
Yes, you can make an exception and go right into anything you need to vote on before it leaves.
Yeah. I can't submit that motion. Anybody want to make a motion for whoever wants to do it?
Might need some details. Did y'all already talk about that?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Jamie, do you want to help them out?
Sure. So the report to council will be on May 11th at 4:30 p.m. I will be working on that and we'll have it submitted by next Wednesday. So we will just need a CAB member to report to actually do the report to council.
Virtually.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, May 11th, I am not available because I will be doing 2 graduations. So we're going to need somebody to be able to do it.
Anybody available May 11th at that time? Has to be a CAB member. And it shouldn't be long. They don't usually want you to speak for long at all. I mean, I would think that the most you'd be speaking is maybe 5 minutes. And then if they have any questions or anything about what you all have done this year, it may go beyond 5 minutes, but they will already have the report in advance. And you'll be presenting the newsletter too. They'll have that in advance also. So it's short and sweet. It's really not that bad.
Do we have to read it? Like, is somebody else going to write the report?
You don't have to read the report or anything. You're just going to say something like, you know, good afternoon, members of the city council. My name is X. I am representing the college advisory board for this year. Just wanted to let you know some of the highlights of things that we did this year. We did the collegiate trust talks. It went well. We had X number of participants, X number of schools. These were the schools that participated. We talked about some things relating to da-da-da-da. And then also you have our newsletter, which highlights other things we've done this year. We are also working on this National League of Cities project. We have completed the survey questions, and we're working with the universities to get those disseminated so that the survey can be done next semester in the fall, whatever. And that's really all you're going to say. That's pretty much it.
I think I could do it. I just have to ask at work if it's okay that I leave for a certain amount of time. So
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that.
We will have you, Paulina, but we need to have a plan B too, just in case they say no. Just
Okay.
in case. So
I'll
anybody,
do it if she cannot do it.
okay, perfect. Okay, Paulina and Myra, we have you. So Curtis, now you need the motion and all that.
And you both know it's at 4:30, right?
Sorry that I'm 2 hours behind, so that will be my 2:30. Okay, I'll write that down.
Okay, I just want to make sure you know what the time was. All right, so now we can get that motion.
I motion to vote Paulina and Myra as an alternate or an alternate person for presenting the CAB report.
I second the motion.
All right, we'll take the vote, please.
Oh, sorry, Curtis Walker,
Aye.
Sophie Brown,
Aye.
Myra Ramirez,
Aye.
Bruce Williams III,
Aye.
Cameron Allen,
Aye.
Paulina Solis, aye. Any nays? No? Okay.
All right, the ayes have it. The motion is approved. Paulina will be the initial representative and Myra will be the second. Before you go, Myra, just another quick thing. Do you have anything to add to the newsletter before you get off?
No, I don't know if you want to add something about graduation, if we're doing that already or no.
I'll let Cameron comment.
Myra, if you have anything, just feel free to email me. It's open to anything right now. We've had some good submissions. So if you have anything, just let us know.
All right.
It would be nice to have one for the seniors, some type of something, some kind of article thanking the seniors for serving on CAB and mentioning maybe the different graduations.
Okay.
Good.
So not to cut y'all off or interject or anything, but just to ask Cameron real quick, like, is that something that you want me to do? Like, I know that we already talked about the graduation part, but more so of like a detailed one, like Ms. Wanda just mentioned, like highlighting all the seniors that.
Bruce, we can work together on something like that.
All right, yeah, that's
I
fine.
wouldn't be opposed. Yeah.
That's literally the only thing that I still have to complete in terms of my portion. So we could work on that together. I'm pretty much free all day, every day. So
Oh,
So Myra, Bruce, you don't need Myra, right? You got that
For
the
for
graduation
the submission?
article?
No. If me and Cameron are working on it together, we can just complete it. I don't really need her input for that.
Excellent.
Okay,
Thanks,
awesome.
Myra.
No problem. Have a good meeting.
Okay, thank you, Myra. All right, so then we lost Myra, and so we'll jump back up. I know that Faith is absent, and I know that Ian is absent, so we'll just straight into the Public Relations Committee and the newsletter. Cameron.
Yeah, I'll just recognize Bruce and say thank you so much for your hard work. And Curtis submitted, and Allie also submitted a great article. So we'll be working to incorporate those. If you all have anything you want to include, it's still open. We're going to get it to Miss Jamie by this upcoming Friday morning. So if anything, if you have it like by Friday, afternoon, evening, Thursday afternoon, evening, I'll be happy to put that in there for any submissions. But right now it's looking good. I think we're on a good path forward with that.
Yeah, I have a submission as well. I'm talking about Earth Week. We're currently doing that at my university, so I'm going to talk about that. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's, 100% to my liking. So it'll be done. I started it today. It'll be done by Friday for sure. So no worries. Thursday evening. My bad.
And I'll chime in too. If I think everything's going to go well, but if there's not, I will attend Legislative Summit tomorrow rally. So I'll write something probably when I come back with Dr. Spriggs. So in case, we need anything else, I'm just throwing it out there. Any other comments on the newsletter? All right, so, well, I'll just jump right in with the government committee, even though I know Ian is not here and Faith is not here. What I can tell you is that, so City Council did have a meeting, and at the City Council meeting, there was a large attendance of quote unquote the LGBTQ contingent of our city, and there were definitely there to advocate for rights, their rights throughout the city, particularly in education, housing, and in the workplace. And that was pretty much the main topic of the City Council meeting that day. I can't recall anything other of major significance that happened that day. I was there. I don't know if who else was there at that City Council meeting. No one? Okay, so the community relations meeting, again, I'm not sure if that was Allie and Sophie on that committee. Sophie, are you on that committee? No, so that was probably Faith too. So again, I'll jump right in with the community relations committee. So we did hold the collegiate trust talks, and we believe that was extremely successful. It was attended by every single campus police chief, as well as the Winston-Salem police chief. Ms. Wanda was there. I was there. Several cabinet members was there. I believe that you were there, Paulina. I know the Faith Springs was there. I'm not sure if Jadavian was there, but I think he was there. So the collegiate talks, I believe it was extremely successful. There was definitely talk of preventive policing and having societal awareness and being able to create a connection between the community and the police staff, as well as being able to see and relate to one another, specifically that officers as being just more than a police officer and citizen just being more than a citizen. So that was a great discussion. I really enjoyed it. Cameron was recognized. I remember that, but I forget her name. Ms. Wanda, please help me out on that. I think the police chief, and so that was really good. Allie was there too. Allie was there. So I believe that was a really, really good communication between the campuses and the community. And I'll let anybody else jump in that was there.
And yes, thanks, Curtis. That was awesome. And yes, Ms. Cameron was singled out by our chief of police, Katrina Thompson, and she actually said that all of CAB was extremely impressive. She was really impressed with all of you who were able to make that call, and she was just impressed with the work that you all have managed to do this year, even though it's been a virtual year. And so that is really a big deal, and I'm glad Curtis brought that up. And so yes, you all were commended by the chief of police, and there were many others who concurred with her. So that's hats off to you all. Hats off to y'all. Y'all have done a good job this year. You've made us really proud. And so even though we've had all these obstacles, you all did not let that stop the important work that you do. So it was well-deserved. Kudos.
Any other comments on the collegiate trust?
Thank you. I enjoyed it, honestly. I was put on the spot to be the presenter for my group. And, you know, I don't really like that, but it was cool. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, I'm grateful for this opportunity as a whole. And, you know, I'm grateful to be working with you all. It's brought me a lot of, you know, things that I needed in my own personal life. So I can definitely say that this journey has been informative and a help for me. So.
And Bruce, you did a great job being the representative for your group. As a matter of fact, I think each group spokesperson was a CAB member, from what I can recall. And everyone who was a spokesperson did an outstanding job, including you, Bruce. So nobody would have ever known that you had any sense of hesitancy about doing it.
Yeah, I don't show it, but in my heartest of hearts, I have a lot of anxiety, so.
You did well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cameron, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I'll say what Bruce said. I appreciate all of y'all's hard work. I think being in a virtual space is definitely different. And even though we've been a year into the pandemic now and learning these virtual channels, it doesn't make it any less significant, the work we're doing, or, you know, how challenging the times are. So I appreciate you all reaching out. I think it's a lot of important work, and I appreciate, you know, being able to play out my major as well as politics and really diving into it, which has been great. And so, yeah, good job, everybody. That's what I'll have to add.
Awesome.
Any other comments? Okay, that kind of gave us point C as well as the debrief. What I will say is that, so I've been on CAB 2 years, been very, very fortunate to be able to serve in this capacity. And now moving on to different things. I already started some of that, getting appointed to the Community Appearance Commission. Thank you, Ms. Wanda, and for all of those that I know that threw their best foot forward for me to get into that. So I'm really appreciative of that. And what I will say is that CAB is unique, and the fact that it's rare that for us as students, the opportunity to see the civic side work in like on a daily basis. And it's been a really great experience. I've had the honor to serve with Cameron and obviously Ali for the past 2 years. It's good to see you on board, Bruce. I did not know that you were graduating, and now look at what you're going to do. I got a chance to hear that at the Collegiate Trust Talks, and Cameron's graduating, Paulina's graduating. Sophie, I don't know if you're graduating or not. All right, so I hope that you'll stick around and continue the legacy of CAB. I don't know if Ali's graduated, but I don't think so. I'll talk to her on LinkedIn. It's good to work with you, Miss Jamie and Miss Wanda. I think that we've done a lot. So we've had 2 collegiate trust talks. We had one on Forsyth Tech campus right before the COVID last year. We had the March for the Homelessness last year. We had the gentrification summit last year. And now we have NLC. So CAB has definitely been doing some things, as well as the YAC. And, you know, let's be mindful about them too. Those are some really great young people and the things that they're doing. So I appreciate this experience. Thank you for having me on board and allowing me to serve in this capacity. And I'm going to shut up now. So Ms. Jamie or Ms. Wanda, what do you have to say?
Curtis, I would like to ask all of you to please identify 2 people from your respective campuses who can serve on CAB next year. You are our best spokespersons to be able to explain what CAB is, to share the CAB website link, and to encourage them to go ahead and submit their applications. So we are putting that squarely on your shoulders. All of you seniors, and Sophie, you too, even though you're not a senior, we would love to have you back, Sophie, and Ali, if she's not a senior. And if you think that you would be unable to serve, we ask you to do the same thing, to identify 2 people on your campus who would be good representatives on CAB, because you all are ambassadors. You're representing your campuses on with the city council rather, and city hall. So this is a big deal. So you're the faces of your campuses. And so it's very important that you think about people who have time and who would have the dedication and interest. Because as you know, attending the meetings is only a part of it. You also need to participate in the actual initiatives that you all choose to undertake. So please, we are asking you to maybe have those names by the time you meet again. I know that you all voted to meet again, which I think is very wise. And so that way we can do a proper farewell to you who are graduating and so on. But that would be prime time to bring back some names of people who might be able to serve, or at least you can let us know how that's coming along, even if you haven't gotten confirmations. But we like to get those confirmations in the spring so that when the fall rolls around, we can go ahead and hit the ground running with the new CAB year. So is that is doable?
Yeah, I do. For me, not to cut you off, excuse me, but I know for me, I was appointed by Orlando Mitchell, which is the SGA advisor. So he probably will be the one making the appointments and the people, because we're having a new incoming administration. So I know I can get with him to see who he will probably recommend.
That would be awesome, Bruce. Whatever your campus process is, please, go ahead and initiate that. Go ahead and initiate those conversations so that we can go ahead and get the ball rolling to plan for the next CAB year.
I'll definitely be. I think that that's pretty much my responsibility as a member last year. So it's good to have Paulina here, and it was definitely Faith and Ian, and they were definitely. I was definitely instrumental, and I'll be instrumental in making sure the CAB gets some fine leadership as well.
Paulina, are you and Ian seniors?
I am graduating this year. I don't know if Ian is, though. I haven't heard from Ian in a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. But yeah, we need y'all to for us, because you know your student bodies far better than we ever could. And we do depend on our CAB members and, of course, your respective administrators.
Okay, I do not see this on our agenda, but I will ask about it. So last year we definitely had, well, it was appended because of COVID, the awards. So I'm going to ask about that this year. Ms. Wanda, will there be a virtual awards this year?
Awards?
Yeah. Last year we had a virtual something ceremony.
Are you speaking of the Student Relations Award?
Yeah.
Yes, that has already happened. That's for students in grades K through 12. And you all had a role in that, but we've already done that this year. We kind of changed it up a little bit this year, but it was virtual again.
All right, I just wanted to check on that. So that pretty much covers everything. So we'll go to the staff reminders and information. I don't know exactly who's going to do that, but.
Well, Jamie and I'll do it together. I'm hoping that you all have already discussed the fact that the date is wrong for the newsletter deadline, because it says May and it was supposed to be changed to April. So, just note that is the incorrect deadline or the date for the newsletter. But I think everything else you've already pretty much discussed, unless someone has upcoming events. I don't know if there's anything else y'all need to talk about that may have started before I joined.
I'm sorry.
For upcoming events, I was going to let you all know about our Fair and Affordable Housing Summit on Thursday from 2 to 4. I know that CAB has definitely participated in gentrification symposium before, but you can view that on the city's YouTube on Thursday from 2 to 4. It'll be live.
Thank you, Ms. Wanda, Ms. Jeannie. So I think the last thing would be, again, Ms. Jeannie, I guess you'll email us when the date is set for that final meeting. And I hope that everybody will be available. So we'll have a nice transition to the next CAB. And
I'll send a doodle poll out again. The 2 o'clock worked for you all. If you have any ideas of what time would work better for some of the people that are not here, let us know. I mean, we gave like 11 o'clock option, a 1 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and this was still by far the best option. We did not give any Mondays or Fridays. Just let us know if you think that maybe that would give a better option, but we thought that probably wouldn't, so we didn't offer that, but.
Yeah, usually things tend to pop up for people on Mondays and Fridays, so we kind of dodge those dates as we generally do for our meetings with the department. So I echo what Jamie said. If you do think that those would be good days, that's fine too, but we just need to know that.
Okay. So again, congratulations on your graduates. Best of wishes in your professional careers as you move forward. One thing I will say as being a part of the CAC is that I hope that you stay in Winston, and I hope that you become employed in Winston. I hope that you prosper in Winston. Even though I'm not a native of Winston, there's a lot of work to be done here in Winston. So I implore you to consider Winston as a place that you can make home and stay here and help build this city up. So that's what I have.
Is anyone on the call a native of Winston-Salem? I don't think any of us are originally from here, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's
including Jamie and including me. So, okay. Very interesting.
All right. Well, it's been a great year. Best of wishes to everyone.
You're not finished though, Bruce. Remember, y'all have, Curtis, sorry, Bruce. Curtis, you have one more meeting, so we don't want to make it seem like this is it. You have to say our farewells then. We do not want anybody thinking this is it. It's not.
I'll be there.
Curtis, I just asked a question on the chat though. If you all think the first week of May or the second week would be best. So do we all think first week is probably the best?
What I was thinking, I know what Myra was saying. I forgot the date, but I think she said her graduation was pretty much clear near the Forsyth Tech graduation. My opinion of the students is that once these classes end, they do check out. So I think that as soon as we can get it done, it would be the best thing to do, because I don't know what everybody's schedule looks like after they graduate. They'd have to fly out or go other places or job interviews or whatever the case would be. So I'll leave it open to the cab. Anybody else have a comment?
Yeah, I would say the first week of May would be a great week to do it. The faster, the better.
Sophie, I saw you nodding. Bruce, do you agree? First week of May?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Jamie, we'll look at those dates. Okay.
All right. Well, I will see you in a couple weeks, everybody, and stay safe and keep doing what you're doing, I guess. And
yeah, you can adjourn today, Curtis, because you don't have to vote. You don't have a quorum to adjourn. So, so that's good enough. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Meeting is adjourned.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.